Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the cast. I'm your host, eXtine. We have a fantastic match for you tonight. ESEA Invite 6v6 Quantic Gaming versus High Rollers Gaming. At GoHRG is the Twitter of HRG, and at Quantic Gaming is Quantic Gaming's. But I gotta say, I gotta call them out. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. They never give a shout out to their TF2 team, and you know what? You gotta let them know. Hey, Quantic, you guys are a big organization. You're doing cool things for StarCraft. You're doing cool things for Dota 2. Where's the love for your TF2 team? We have a great match for you tonight. Process is the map. And it's a new map to Invite. It's a new map to a lot of these players. It's a new map to me, I'll be completely honest. I actually haven't even had a chance to check this map out, except for the 5 minutes right before this match getting started here. So it's definitely new to me. The terminology is going to be new. We're going to have to kind of work our way through this. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I hear it plays really well. I'm really excited to see it, but I haven't had the time to check this out, to play this myself. I don't think my co-host really has either. We're scrambling a little bit. Our eXtv scheduler, Sakura, has had to step away because of finals being crazy busy. So we've kind of been scrambling this week to get our schedule all together for you guys. We are going to be casting, though, while I'm on the subject, we are going to be casting tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be casting Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we're watching Bro take on Make Sense. Make Sense, another team like HRG here that has shuffled their roster a little bit. And then on Thursday, that's leading up to Quantic versus Bro on Process here. The league has been breaking down pretty interestingly. Quantic Legacy in 4th place. HRG 3-7 in 6th place. Definitely need to pick up some wins here in the last 6 games of the season in order to stay relevant. So hopefully against Quantic Gaming here they can stand a chance. Let's bring in my guest tonight, and then we'll talk a little bit more about these teams and how they match up. Sud, how are you doing tonight, man?
I am awesome and super happy to be here to provide the comic relief and/or periods of uncomfortable silence.
Hey, that's all right. That's how we go sometimes. You know, sometimes we run out of things to say, but not that often because TF2 is super exciting, and there's going to be a lot to talk about in 6v6. Sud, a little bit more, a little bit less, I guess, experience in 6s. You've been helping us out with casting, so you've been on the watching side. You're kind of a newer commentator, but you've been watching a lot of Highland. What do you like about 6s? What do you tend to watch when you watch 6s, and why do you prefer in certain ways, if you do, 6s over Highlander?
Strangely enough, I like the interaction between the medics and the scouts in the 6s, and basically one of the things that I've always tried to do, as I am a medic main, is try to survive scouts, and surviving very good scouts as a medic is actually really freaking hard. Especially if you're carrying something like the Crusader's crossbow.
Yeah, and up against 2 tough scouts, I guess either way you cut it, because for HRG, well, they've had a little bit of rotation, but Dante is going to be playing scout for them, and I think Omar is the other one, but they've been aliasing all over the place, and got to make sure that we have the right people in the right spots. Actually, I'm not even sure if Omar is in here. I do believe we have Sash on Medic, Try right now on Scout, but I believe he's going to be sticking with his soldier role. He's going to be paired up with Rick, who I don't see here, unless Rick is me off. Man, it's so confusing with these guys. I had almost everybody set up except for that man, so let me again check out the stats real quick. But Quantic also having a substitution, as well as Tyrone not going to be able to make it tonight, and Reptile stepping in his spot to play Pocket. Reptile has been riding the bench for Quantic Legacy, in fact attending the LAN for them 2 seasons ago as their medic, and that's kind of where we were expecting to see, you know, substitutes for Quantic this season. But Shade now stepping into the spot, also somebody else who has played with EMG in the past, and that's what their name was in the past, Quantic Gaming. Now, though, Reptile stepping into pocket. Reptile is a phenomenal soldier. You know, historically speaking, I guess you could say. Those are the players that are kind of newer to the competitive scene of TF2 in regards to Sixes or Highlander. But, you know, Sixes TF2 has been going on since the beta of TF2, which is a really, really long time ago in video game history. And Reptile, you know, was kind of one of the first soldiers to have a frag video that just kind of blew everybody away, and was one of those videos that just like you wanted to show your friends of like, hey, I play this game TF2 and I started playing at 6v6. Check out this. That's basically, you know, Reptile getting huge there. He's kind of been away, bouncing between different classes and stuff, but now he is back, and he's, well, subbing in again, but today on a map he probably does not know whatsoever. Maybe might have scrimmed this once. He's going to be taking over for Quantic's caller, Tyrone. So I think there's some drama there, some drama with HRG, you know, switching their roster around just a little bit. See how they settled into their new lineup, and they have a lot of talent, so I'm very excited about this. But yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The match now live, HRG High Rollers Gaming versus Quantic Gaming. I'm going to run down the lineups real quick. Quantic Gaming, Sizer Clockwork on Scout, good old Banny Jesus on Demo Man, Reptile and Dave AC, no Mackie this season on Soldier, Shade as Medic, HRD is Kermit, Rick and Try, Kermit on Demo, Rick and Try on Soldier, Dante and Anonymous on Scout, and Sash on Medic. Well, let's watch this middle fight here. Fighting for control of the crates. High ground, always important. Looks like Blue under control of that position right now. Here comes a bomb with a red Medic. And Try gets taken down, so the Medic is going to get chased out. Surviving, though. The Scout defending well. What'd you see out of that fight, Sud? Basically, blue team taking the high ground. Is that what sealed it for you?
More or less, yes. The middle is just such a... I really, really like the design of this map. The middle is just so well designed and has that different aspects of the height there. So something is just screaming to me constantly, sniper, sniper, sniper. I think we're going to see some really good sniper play possibly on this map if either of the teams decide to play it.
Yeah, right now we have an engineer for red, but that is because their medic, Sash, got caught out on that second point, wasn't able to escape fully from middle, went down. They are at a severe disadvantage right now. I'd almost roll a pyro, but it looks like they're going to roll a heavy weapons guy. The Uber is coming in looking from the defensive perspective. Uber just coming in from the left side. Blue storming the point. Got pressure on. Red now coming back around to protect it. Dante, the heavy weapons guy, is down, but his defense has been solid. It's Clockwork. Can he make it happen? Oh, toss in the air. Wow, dodges the air shot. Lands down. 24 health. Gets Try. Still on top of the medic. Sash. Oh my god. Clockwork going huge. Kermit gets the kill eventually. Shade still wants to make this happen, but he should have gotten out of there.
That is amazing. I am just loving the design of that final point on that raised little platform with the scouts going up and down and in and out. It's just all over the place. It's absolute mayhem.
Yeah, that was madness. Very good defense by HRG. Sash went down as well again, but it doesn't really matter since Shade stuck around too long and went down. HRG also going to have a bit of a charge advantage. For all you aspiring medics out there, this is a good situation to potentially run Kritzkrieg, but very dangerous, and probably just going to be content to sit and play some defense. A good but risky situation.
Very much so, and I'm just sort of looking over that final point one more time and just comparing it to the what Warmfront looks like, and it's just I'm just loving how this is set up.
Yeah, it feels very old school in a sense, you know, kind of classic Quake geometry, which is a plus. There's just, you know, a couple rooms that you can hide in up top, many different paths, and that's pretty much it. You know, 2 doors on the right, 2 doors in the middle, and an upper area if you like flood one side, you can kind of get on top of and get behind. And it'll be interesting to see how teams approach this, where they decide to off-class right now. Team's still feeling it out. Sizer getting picked Looks like that was the Frontier Justice, which a gun that you would think would be banned in ESEA, but not. Surprisingly not.
Well, really, for it to be effective, it needs to get at least assists, and in 6v6, you're either dealing with wipes or most of the team, you know, pushing one side to the other. So the Frontier Justice just doesn't have the opportunity to gain all those revenge crits that it usually does in like a pub or a Highlander.
Yeah, definitely. We could still see whether he gets it, but usually, yeah, Sentry Gun's kind of taken out by the Uber charge. You will still see it pick up the assist. But then, of course, the question is whether he will have the shell loaded and in the right place at the right time to take advantage of that. He's moving his gun around, doing a good job of that. Now it's on the back wall. Keeping blue team, Quantic Gaming, guessing, which is good. They are kind of in the stairwell lobby. I will call this the lobby. Lobby, of course, a term that's used loosely in pretty much every single map. It's kind of just, you know, a structural setting. And it's a staging area, and that's what they're doing. That staging area right now, that lobby, they can easily watch the right door, and they can watch the two center doors. And they're just going to post up and hold up shop here, try to open things up. Got to wait for Dave AC to come back. No way to push until that happens.
I'm liking the usage of the heavy on both sides of the fence here. I used to watch 6v6 a long time ago, and it was like heavy usually only got brought out on things like final defense on gravel pit and situations like that. It's nice to see him getting used, you know, both offensively and defensively, because he is like a really good class if he's played right.
Yeah, it seems to have been experimenting more with, you know, out some player for the heavy weapons guy. Right now they chose to do it with the scout. And a good sentry spot getting some damage done right now. Sentry gets picked up, I believe. Might go down here. And here comes the Uber charge. Uber charge forced out a little bit. A counter Uber from Red now. Doing good damage on Reptile. Takes him out. He's trying to lead the team in. Dave AC has gone down. 2 down for each team. Is the Demo Man for Red, so Blue is starting to feel a little bit more advantageous. Trying to get in here. Trade on the point. Sizer just laying it down from long range right now. Whips out the shotty.
It's going to be interesting to see if the heavy gets a little bit more offensive, because there's those corridors that they're attacking from. There's real sharp just belows and above. And like a heavy who gets in that close can actually burn someone down who's overhealed quite easily if they don't notice him there.
Somebody asking us about TeamFortress.tv in the chat. Want to give a shout out to them. They are a stream aggregator. They just aggregate anybody that's streaming TeamFortress.tv. I believe they have a contact link on their website. If you want to watch a stream, you're like, hey, I want to watch some TF2, what's on? Go to TeamFortress.tv and help us build the streaming audience across the board. It makes me really happy to see, you know, more players streaming, more action going on. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's pubbers, there's competitive, there's sixes, there's Highlander. Just, you know, if you want to watch it, watch it. Right now, Blue trying to pressure in a little bit more. They have taken out Rick. But Clockwork going down, so numbers even. And Blue pushing in, trying to get as far left as they can without popping. Just good, trying to get on top of his sentry gun. Vanny very lit, and I think he's separated from the combo. He picked up a health pack somewhere, though.
Level 3 sentry is being a complete boss there, just almost dying, but not quite.
Oh! He did just get Anonymous tagged up as Wilco Fan. But good step up from his teammates, starting to realize, at least for the moment, okay, they were starting to realize, but I don't think they actually had enough support. But they were like, we got to stand in front of the sentry gun until our man Anonymous gets back up and keep that gun alive. But Anonymous still sticking with Engineer as he respawns here.
There we have the Uber. It is going in, and there are a lot of stickies flying around. Wow. I like that tactic. I like that. They hid inside until they were on the point, then came out and just blitzed them.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, the point is very close to the respawn. Makes it pretty easy for defenses to do a strategy like it. And right now, too, they're doing a really good job of getting out there and trying to put some pressure on the point. In soccer, I like to make a lot of football comparisons, and I think TF2 in some ways is very similar to soccer. Right now, sorry, this Red Scout pushing forward, doing a lot of damage, pushing back. Reptile, Sizer out here as heavy though, so that's going to slow down this capture. Try getting on the point, getting some heals, but they're in a tough spot right here, putting in good numbers on the point. Scout has been thrown off the point. Dave AC cleans it up with Reptile. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I can continue talking on my point now, because now Dante, the only one left to defend. He's trying to get there. He's not going to be... Oh! Okay, he did get the kill, however, does not stop the capture. I guess what I was trying to say was sometimes in soccer you hear this term about like parking the bus, which basically means that in soccer, of course, you're trying to stop the ball from going into the goal, and you're parking a figurative bus in front of the goal, and you're just not letting anything get close. HRG at least had the balls there to push out from last, so I commend them from that. Very solid defense, but they tried to improve their footing, tried to get into an offensive situation. Right now, this middle fight is even, dead even. Banny and maybe a little bit more hitters than Kermit, and Try getting damaged. Rick goes down, Try goes down. 2 big kills for blue team. They're pretty banged up, but they're just hanging back and surviving. Banny goes down. Dave AC, if he gets taken out, things could even up significantly. But Shade, Uber advantage, and Sash running out. Anonymous trying to get on top of Shade real quick here. 52 health, but taken out by Clockwork. And also Sizer getting a pick on Sash. So, again, this has been a painful middle fight for High Roller Gamers.
And definitely, just seeing Banny on his rollout, he's practiced this map, he knows what the heck he's doing, and I would assume all his teammates are too. There seems to be absolutely no sense of newness to this map whatsoever. They're just doing what they can and they know what to do.
Yeah, I'm sure these players have gotten some good scrims on it. I mean, Reptile's a backup, that's why, I was kind of positing a little bit more about maybe he hasn't played this. But these guys, they're in it to win it on this LAN, and these wins are really important for both teams. So, for sure that Quantic, being the team that they are, they practice hard at this. It was a very good coordinated Uber push. Banny and Reptile getting in here. Clockwork ends up getting the credit for the kill on Try. The other soldier, Rick, working the pipes. Doing a good job, ducking around. He's starting to get cleared out. Banny coming from around. The Scout Medic combos up top. They're going to get the capture here. Kermit's finally coming down, but yeah, there he goes. Really good tactic there by Quantic as they overtook that upper rim. Kermit saying in the chat, how do you live? Well, by dodging like bosses.
That was definitely pretty awesome. It's like they're fighting upstairs, they're fighting downstairs, there's nowhere they're not fighting.
Wow. Banny, extremely quick, takes out Kermit at middle immediately. Banny might just capture this point by himself. HRG are not going to go in. They're going to hold second. They're going to say, yeah, why don't we wait a little bit? We actually absolutely have to watch Banny next time. I don't know if we did this time, but we have to see how that man is getting in the middle. Big pressure in from Quantic. They're just going to push HRG off the point, but the back cap is on. The Uber is out, but they're not going to be able to stop the capture on two. Gets Clockwork before the Uber charge from Blue comes out. And oh man, Sash getting caught, getting juggled in the air and taken down. Shade very low, but Quantic stabilizing for the moment. I'd almost pressure here with Shade being so low and actually no real access to health packs. He might have, actually, okay, maybe one just spawn there as a small bottle down low. And Shade now with the regen of the medic is back up to full health. Let's take a look at Shade and Quantic real quick. I just want to showcase where they're building on this map. Positioning is so important in TF2. And right now they're positioning with their backs to the escape. They can duck out that way and get to the middle point, and nobody can come from there. They'd have to sneak down below and then come from above, but very nice spot to just kind of hang back, build your Uber charge. Now they have it, and now they're moving in. The soldier jumping in aggressively, pushing Dante back into spawn, takes him out. Red Medic Sash holding, now pops it. on his pocket. Oh, does not keep Rick alive though, unfortunately. Not able to flash to him. It is 4-on-4. HRG right now holding strong. They pick off Clockwork, so it looks like Shade probably going to back out. Sizer gets a kill on Anonymous, but the spawns are there. And it's going to be kind of a push situation here. We'll see if Shade realizes what sort of a large Ubercharge advantage he has here and continues to build it. But it looks like actually Sash building pretty aggressively, taking a lot of that up.
And he did that. In fact, trying to sniper there, he got pushed into spawn and killed fairly quickly. Doesn't look like he's going to make a second go. We're going to have an engineer to replace. And they're all going in.
Yeah, Sash locked in this reset right now at 77%. Quantic needs to pressure Uber before that, pressure the point before that Uber can get taken. Reptile down, Sizer down, and they're not really cohesively pushing the point. Shade's trying to get back in there, but the Uber charge has been popped. And how did Sash go down there?
I completely missed that. That's quite odd, but hey, we have a cap, so what the hell?
Wow. Oh my god. I don't know if I totally saw it. Yeah, Quiznot says Uber saw it, and I believe that Sash actually still had percentages on his Uber charge, was still holding it, and then dropped it for his Uber charge and for his Uber saw and got killed. Actually, we'll have to pull up the SDV of that after the match and find that tick to know for sure. But that's a pretty major fail if that's what happened. A glimpse of mediocrity. Sorry, Sash, but even though you're blinking, you know, you can get killed while you have that Uber saw off. So let's see what happens on this middle fight again. Vanny extremely quick to middle. The scouts taking good positions. Colors switch, so now Quantic and Red. Dave AC in a good jump position. He's going to jump out. Rick is out here as heavy weapons, but fairly well focused. And yeah, now taken out.
Definitely needs to send Vanny a memo. This is TF2 and not Star Siege Tribes. You should not be skiing to the middle so damn fast.
Good pipe kill by Kermit in the midst of that madness. Now it's two scouts versus Vanny and Dave AC, but Dave AC behind the blue combo gets taken out. Looks like blue HRG going to win a middle. See if they can make it happen on the second half. It was a quick halftime break, so I mean, if there was any halftime speech, it was short and to the point. Both teams with Uber, but Clockwork getting picked out. Like he was poking out a little too far, trying to see where people were coming from. But Try gets picked to a trap. Takes out Kermit as well, so HRG bleeding players right now. And Rick jumps out to try to get back to his medic. But Quantic capitalizes at just the right moment. Dave AC bombing and gets killed, but it's 5 up versus 3. The medic in a tough situation. He's going to Uber the scouts. He has no choice. The scout pops the Uber from Red. Blue going to just have to try to get out here. And the scout get the heals and get out. Wilka taken down. That is Anonymous, but Dante gets away. They're going to give up on middle, but they're happy to survive there.
Great flashing on the part of the medic there on Quantic. Vanny getting flashed right when he needed it. Perfect.
And examining HRG's hold right now. They are holding the Spire location. They have their Pocket, Try, and their Demo Man Kermit up there. Right now they're bringing up Anonymous as a heavy weapons guy, bringing out the big guns. And Rick, as the roamer, is watching the lower tunnels. So basically they got to watch... time to. And then they have to watch the two right pathways. Not quite sure which one you'd call main at this point. Probably the tunnels, call that flank. And I do believe that side door opens and closes as well. So a nice little door there. Sizer and Clockwork getting kills, and Anonymous throwing down a taunt. Thankfully that doesn't come back to haunt him. Ooh, try. Very nice kill on Sizer. The Uber pop though by Sash. And Shade still maintains it. Just has to dodge these pipes, doing that very well. Shade's been in the game for a while, so he's got very excellent dodges. Also, I've seen him, pull off some ridiculous Uber saws. Also being informed that Lame FX telling me the that little tunnel area is being called sewers. I like it, so I will adopt that as well. Red storming in here though and getting 3 big kills. There's a 4th. They're just going to pressure forward here. The Scout and Dave AC capturing the point. Rest of the team, Banny already out there, putting stickies on the right-hand side. He calls it out. Reptile gets the kill on try. Banny, no assist. But another round for Quantic Legacy. That is going to take them to a 4-0 lead for the night. Okay. I was just checking. Well, let's watch middle, and then I'll talk about that other news. Banny, wow, extremely quick to middle once again, and big jump by Dave AC gets the kill on Kermit. Almost gets out. Sash down to 50 health. Quantic have lost 2 players now, so it is 2-2. Sash needs to get out here and heal Rick. Rick goes down. They picked up some more kills though. Banny, 1 health. Still surviving for a second. Gets 1 more pipe out, and HRG going to win the middle fight here.
Look at how confident Banny is out in the middle there. Like, he was looking at 4 or 5 people at any given time, and there was like no runaway, no anything. He was just there until he died, and like he did not die until the very end.
The news I was talking about, the other game for tonight, Leviathan Gaming versus Mihai's Flow. That is going to be a forfeit win for Mihai's. Their easiest win of the season, but definitely not their only win of the season. Leviathan, I think they'll staying together. But anyway, sorry, we got this Uber going on. Blue pushing forward, trying to use that upper sewer location. Now they're having to back up, though. Yeah, Sash getting kind of in a weird spot. Good stickies, but the Uber popped by Shade, or sorry, the remainder of the Uber. Kermit ended up using that as a great jump away. So very nice little glimpse by Kermit there. Rick taken out. Kermit stuck now. Actually, I don't know where Kermit is. Kermit has gotten out. So good play, Kermit.
Our control point is being captured.
Retreating through the sewers, and they're just going to give up middle now. So even though HRG won the middle fight, Quantic able to take the upper hand. That push not really working out for HRG. See what Quantic can get going on here. They do have an Uber charge advantage. And I mean, they're positioning to push in aggressively here. Clockwork has gone down. And a fake charge call by Sash. Very smart timing on that, actually, because, yeah, Quantic was considering they push him, do they have it? And then that fake call, I think, psyching him out. So Quantic's all the way back at middle. They're not even really considering pushing right now. I mean, they were waiting for Clockwork to get back, but Clockwork is back. 2 players were trying to hide in sewers. Victor checking for spy, maybe. They've spotted the red team moving in through sewers. And the combo has reacted. Good rotating by HRG. Kind of puts a temporary forearm to that push. Apparently we have Minecraft ambient music going on in the background. That's cool because Notch is a fantastic guy. Much love for Notch.
He's got a lot of what they would call in the fighting game community a footsie going on here. Just 2 sides poking at each other, waiting for someone to make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. And like a footsie in the fighting game community, somebody is going to get punished. Somebody's going to stick that foot out there and get that fierce kick to the face. But right now, they're kind of playing the waiting game. Quantic is a team that, you know, has no qualms about sometimes just saying, hey, you know what? If you want to attack, why don't you just go ahead and attack? We're just going to kind of hang back here for a little bit, wind the clock down because we're way ahead, and let you guys make the mistake. Dave AC jumps in. He's going to get out, though, get healed eventually. Yep, there we go. He picks up the health back, buff back up a little bit. Again, Dave AC jumping in, jumping out. That's he's great at what he does. That's what Dave AC does. He's gonna do it again. He's all the way buffed up, getting in, trying to get in close. Here comes a jump in though from Rick, pulling Dave AC's game right back at him. However, Rick goes down. Dave AC stays alive. Dave AC looks like he's gonna rotate through sewers. The rest of the team is gonna go through the up and over. And
it looks like
Banny,
some balls have been growing here and people are dying.
Yeah, big jumps in. I think that pick on Rick was what kind of started things, and Onimas has gone down. It's just 3 up for HRG. Uber's been popped from Red, so now they can pop to defend, but Red's scattering out of here. Blue's got to get some kills to make this count. Do get Sizer. They lose Rick. I don't know where Dave AC had gotten to. He was behind, and wow, now he's going to jump away and escape again. Dave AC fantastic at using that pickaxe in those gunboats to just be so annoying. And he's got a little trap, but getting pushed back on middle here. Danny's trap is still in place. He's trying to pressure the medic back to it. And not going to be able to utilize that trap, actually. Nice location by it from Banny, but you know, wasn't able to put that into play. Just how things broke down. But Quantic got a ton of kills right now. These last 2 players up for HRG gotta survive, gotta get away. Looks like they're going to give up second point here. Clockwork getting a kill on Try, and now a kill on Kermit. Clockwork gets 2 big kills before he gets finished off. Finally, but still the 4 players up for Quantic are going to push in here. It's going to be Rick and Sash versus the world. Rick jumps in, gets killed. Maybe a little bit of defeatism at the end there by Rick. Was a little inevitable. Quantic Legacy taking this game over HRG 5-0. Big victory. GG's given all around.